Hi guys, it's Olin Quinn. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about 22 things that I've learned being 22 years old in this earth. So, let's get right into it. Number 1, create the feelings inside you rather than searching outside for it. Creating the feelings inside you means a lot because when you can make yourself feel good, validate yourself, talk to your mirror and be like, you're doing it, you're doing the best, you're thriving, you're beautiful, you're talented, you're sexy, you can do this, you're a boss, you're a money maker. Best believe words can literally change your mindset and change the way you're programmed into this life, and you don't really need ABC cat down the road saying you're pretty to make yourself feel pretty. So feel the feelings before it even happens. It's like manifestation. Number 2, the only person you have to compete and compare is you. I cannot stress this enough. I used to do that, but I had this like enlightenment, the spiritual awakening that everybody is me and I am everybody. So if everybody is me and I am everybody, and everybody has their own life path that they have to follow because they're the manifestation of, like, reincarnation of me being in that body, and they're in this body right now, then I just have to complete my own life cycle and as Olin in order for me to be the best version of myself right now in this body, in this life, in this journey of life. You know, you don't have to deal with anybody else but you, because all you need to compare is yourself, your past, your present, your future. How do you want this body, you, to be in the future? And can you compare yourself to your past? Are you changing? Are you not? What needs to change? That's completely up to you. Number 3, never chase anyone. Stay in your feminine energy and chase your goals. Yeah, I used to chase people. Men, I hate that. But I was so sick of myself. Like, it's not them anymore, it's me. You know, at that point, it's like, I'm tired of the same cycle, the same schmucks every single day, every single time that I connected with a guy, and look at a guy and guy look at me, and I'm like, when I got that enlightenment of like, I am so tired of myself, I'm so tired of this BS, I'm not going to do it anymore, I'm not gonna beat around the bushes and think that I'm gonna find the one by acting like this, because you need to be the change. You be the change for yourself, the world will change around you. So then every time a guy would look at me, I go, just look ugly, and like, just like, don't even care about them at all. Like, closing my eyes. If they approach me, they want to say something to me, they want to make a conversation towards me, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, yeah, cool. Because whatever is for you will always find you. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to stress about it. You have to stress about it. I recently got a boyfriend, and when we first connected, I tried to break up with him twice. I was like, I need to get rid of you. I'm trying to get rid of you because I'm not dating anyone. But then I guess he's meant for me. I just try to get rid of things that isn't meant for me because it meant for me because it came back. It came back because it meant for me. You know? Okay, number 4, move on. When someone is for you, no matter how much you push them away, it's impossible to get rid of them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Move on. Number 5, meditate. Everything starts with your mind. Prioritize that. Feel the feelings before it even like manifested itself to your life is really important. I need to do that more often, even though I do that. But I find the alignment of like, oh, okay, if I meditate, if I create the feelings that I create within myself, feel the feelings, you want to get that car, feel like you already get that car by meditating at least 5 minutes a day. Like, even 3 minutes, you focus on like feeling the feeling that you've already had, the things that you really want. Your body and your nervous system will calm down and things will get to you like very, very quickly, and you will never expected it. Okay, number 6, listen to upbeat and happy songs as soon as you start to overthink things. Yes, so lately I've been listening to like Afrobeats. Overloading, I'm gonna put it over here. Overloading by Mavens. Oh my gosh, it has like changed my life. My best friend Jessie, she introduced me to like Afrobeat songs, and now I am so addicted to it. It is just like whenever I'm sad, I'm like, oh, okay, overloading. And then like I have a whole bunch of list of like, you can follow my Spotify anyways, for like my personal ones if you want to see what my song playlist are. I'm gonna link it down below if you want to check that out. And then it like turns my mood to like so good. Okay, number 7, heavy on working on yourself first before, and the rest will follow. Again, everything begins with you. So if you fix yourself, if you know that you need to work on yourself, like you're, okay, I am not where I'm supposed to be in right now. 100% what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix myself psychologically, like mentally, emotionally, and of course physically. If you don't like just yourself in the mirror, keep on saying good affirmations towards your body. Work on it. Go to the gym, girl. I did the leg day today. I am sore. I know that I'm gonna be dead for the next 2 or 3 days, and I love that feeling. I'm having my protein shake. I already ate my eggs and rice. I'm about to make another food right now to this filming. It just makes you feel good because you're working on yourself. You walk out the gym, you walk in the store, you walk like with your head high, with your good posture. You feel so radiant because you know that you feel good. Everybody's like, oh my god, I want to be that girl. Number 8, read self-help and development's book, like 48 Laws of Power, Psycho-Cybernetics, and then of course Mastery of Love. Those 3 I read already, and I mean, I'm working on it. But literally Psycho-Cybernetics helps me to understand the power of my subconscious mind. You need to go deep into your subconscious mind because sometimes conscious things just doesn't work because you're so anxious and your body's so used to fight and flight mode and your nervous system is all messed up, and all you need to do is breath work, meditation, affirmation, and read Psycho-Cybernetics. Once you're done with that, you will feel so good, so refreshed, so amazing. I just don't know. Like, I know it takes a long time because sometimes you already did all that damage all of those years, and it's not gonna take you a week to actually, you know, be your brand new self. But I am talking about it to my boyfriend too. He wants to read the Psycho-Cybernetics after I finish it. It's by Maxwell Maltz. It is so good. I'm gonna link it down below on Amazon. It's pretty cheap, so you guys can get it.
I forgot about number 9, but understand that when someone doesn't like you, they just don't like themselves enough. And to be frank with you, not everybody gonna be liking you. And sometimes you have no reason to dislike a person for no reason at all too. But just, you know, mind your own business and have the best assumption towards yourself and work on your self-concept, and the fact that if you can just focus on yourself, that means you're going to be appearing to anybody that doesn't know you nor know you that you are just so focused on yourself and yourself, like personal growth, that, you know, at the end of the day, they have their own problems. At the end of the day, they have their own trauma, and at the end of the day, they have their own thing to deal with. And it's easier than said than done, but you'll get used to it as you age. And of course, like for me, growing up with like girls hating on me, oh my gosh, it was the worst. Until now, I have like girls hating on me, but you know, it's just a part of being the it girl. Join the club. You can't stick with us.
Number 10, choose yourself in any situation. You're all you got at the end of the day. If you're not the best version of yourself, how can you be a good daughter? How can you be a good wife, a good girlfriend, a good mother, a good boss, a good team, just a good team in your work, and then a good coworker? You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, why would you? It just doesn't make any sense. So when you fix yourself, when you notice that you're off, you go out and walk out, just to the park and get like some good fresh air in your mind, and then you just meditate, and then you just like listen to good music and feel good in yourself. You cannot be good for anything else. That's it. That's all I can say to you. Number 11, always know how to walk away when things doesn't deserve you anymore. Honey, again, yes, I love everything that I do right now, my job, my career, my boyfriend, my relationship, but I have values. My values increases every single day. I am the embodiment of change. I love change and I do what I preach. So then, and even my boyfriend says that, you're the only person that I know in my life that do what you preach and always change, always develop to be good thing. But when you or anything in your life that doesn't align with your value, your core value, don't be afraid to walk away, because whatever is meant for you will always find you. Number 12, if a man is truly in love with you, he will go above and beyond for you, and you don't even have to do anything else. I didn't have to ask, I didn't have to do anything. I just know I'm valuable, and I didn't have to ask him to be like, oh my gosh, you should have done this. Oh my gosh, I wish you had done blah, blah, blah. No. I didn't have to do that. He knows. He knows I deserve that. You don't have to try hard. You don't have to, Cassie, wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and get ready.
Cassie decided to wake up at 4 a.m. that morning to get ready for school.
Cassie, you didn't have to lose your virginity. You didn't have to give it all to him. You didn't have to drive all the way to him. You don't have to cook for him. When he knows, when he is the one for you, girly girl, girly pop, you don't have to do anything. It's on period. Number 13, find your passion and focus on that hustle. Find it. Whatever you do, just find it. Read a book, watch a movie, what inspires you the most, just do it. If it doesn't make sense, your parents, your grandparents, their uncle, auntie, girl, just do it. I am now passionate about my real estate, making videos for you guys. I don't know. Life has been good to me because I assume it will be good for me. I assume that the universe is good for me and do good things to me, and I receive the good things from the universe. People need to be narcissistic a little bit sometimes, just a little bit, for you to deserve what you really needed and just go on with life with happiness. You know what I mean? Number 14, don't dye your hair. Keep it natural. Embrace it. Notice how it's darker than my last videos? Yes, I dyed it brown again because that's my natural hair color. So, you thrive the best when you keep it natural and keep it clean, girl. It's very 2022, 23-ish to go really natural because I feel like it's fresh. Number 15, wear sunscreen. Sugar Goop. I got this glow. I get like 5 at least. 3, 2, 3, 5 compliments during the day because of my skin. Like, your skin is so beautiful. And I'm like, I know. Sugar Goop sunscreen is so good to you. 16, always go back to your root no matter how far you go or how far you lift. You know what? I'm actually tired of speaking English all the time. I speak English at work. I had to speak English at my home now because I have a boyfriend that doesn't speak any languages except English. So sometimes I would speak Indonesian and then he'd just have to understand it.
The context here is that I was so proud of like speaking English because I have the ability to speak English more than like the people around me back in Indonesia because I was like being bullied for speaking it. And right now I'm here in America and I go, I'm so tired of speaking English all the time. Like, my mother's tongue language is so much better. So yeah.
No questions. I'm tired. This is me. And then I had to go back to Jesus. Again, I was so lost. This world is misleading. It is really easy to just get lost in everything, but the first thing that I needed to do with myself before I found a man is to really get to know the individual that I am worshiping. Jesus. Who is he? Like, what is a quality man? It's Jesus. My best friend Jessie, she was like, babe, you really need to go back on your root and just go and really know who Jesus is. And I'm like, okay, Jesus is slow to anger. He doesn't boast anything. He is very calm. He is patient. He's gentle. He's kind. He's generous. He is forgiving. He's that That is my boyfriend. I kid you not. He's the most gentle human being I've ever met. He cannot get mad. If he gets mad, he would just like talk about it. And then like I would be like, and he'd be like, girl, don't settle for less. And always go back to your root. Trust me about this. I've been through a lot.
I forgot number 17. I don't know why I forget about it, because it is my birth date. So, number 17 is Love Your Inner Child. A month before my birthday, my 21st birthday, I did meditation. I was so triggered. I was so imbalanced. I was just so ungrounded with myself. And I always do like a breath work, which is Dylan James. Always. I owe myself and personal growth to him. He's such an amazing human being. Him and his husband is on their way to Bali right now, Indonesia, where I come from. But I was meditating, and then suddenly I saw myself, my 4-year-old self, playing in my playroom. I saw her, and I saw my childhood imaginary friend, but I just know that she's not an imaginary friend, because my mom's best friend could see, or it was my auntie's best friend could see things, other creatures, and she's very nice, but she always goes up to the lady behind their door. If I were to do something bad, she would be like, let me talk to this lady real quick, okay? That's not good that you just did, so let me just talk to them. And then she would talk to the lady behind the door, and I'm like, what? Because I was like 4 years old. But then that night, dude, I felt like every single timeline that I live in just coexist. It's the same time, it's like infinite. At that time, when I was meditating, I saw myself inside that freaking living room that I even completely forgot about, and I woke up to myself, and myself was looking at me like so amazed, like, who is this pretty girl? And I hugged her. Oh my dear life, jeez, like that. I don't know if it's imagination or it's just like a true meditation, and from then I literally understand what like self-love is, like loving my childhood and forgiving herself and for not receiving the love that she deserved. All the trauma, everybody has trauma, but I just really hope that you guys can, find peace with your childhood, and of course, like, whatever brings you trauma from your childhood, and forgive yourself for it, and hug yourself and love yourself as if it's right there with you all along, going through your personal growth and all like hard challenges. They just need to be nourished and loved and heard and understood. So that's why I truly love myself before I even love anybody else, and I think I love myself more than anything else in the world, because I am special, and that 4-year-old Olin needs the love that she deserves, and I think she is proud of the woman that I'm becoming, and that is all that matters.
Number 18, take care of your body, work out, stick to a plan, eat healthy, stretch more. Flexibility is everything. When you're flexible, that will help you and your joints work good when you're older. So I am trying to, my goals is to be able to really split, because your health is determinant of how flexible you are. So if your hip is flexible, you will age good, and your body will thank you for that. 19, try to understand that whatever your parents do, they are doing this for the first time in their lives. I tried so hard to understand this, but I understood this after I did something really gnarly, which is, I'm gonna say it anyways, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I did mushrooms, and I did not, one mushroom. I did not think that I'm going to be so far up the universe's ass that they let me into another dimension, like whatsoever, and everything is that. That's why I had a spiritual awakening. There was an accident. My old friends, which is not my friend anymore because they drugged me, but you know what? I'm thankful for that because I have an enlightenment that happened. But no, F you for doing that. Honestly, you should not drug your friends ever, and you should not take drugs for your friends. Anyways, well, what was I saying? Oh yes, I called my dad after that because my mom's told me for the first time, calling my dad in years, my mom told me that he was hospitalized because he got a heart attack, he got diabetes and all that stuff, and I was just coming down from my mushroom trip, and I was like, whoa, I love everybody. And so yeah, I called him, and then he still is the same old dude that literally is not considerate, but he's a dad once in his life, so I cannot blame him for that, even though what he did, even though it's not an excuse and what he did was so gnarly and so bad, but he doesn't have the foundation of how to be a dad in the first place, or just a parent in the first place, as so much as I did. If I were to have a kid right now, I would love them, and I would give them boundaries, and I would give them whatever they need in order. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna be like, hey, I'm an adult. I'm gonna have a kid. You have to think about that too, you know. But I probably think that he didn't. But again, like the understatement of, okay, they're doing this for the first time, then understandable, that you don't know what's going on, and this is the first time that ever happened to your life, and you feel depressed about it because you've messed up. And I try to understand that, and that is what I'm trying to understand right now, and I understood it, so that's what I learned. Number 20, stay present. When things or someone is good to you just right now, just appreciate the moment. Life is a journey. So I thought about this when I was in deep healing with my boyfriend. I was like, man, like, I don't know.
This is when I first started dating him.
Because everything does not last forever. And then I always think about the future. I'm like, okay, I want my husband to be like this, like that, but I have him in my life that he loves me so much, and I love him so much. And then, but it's just like, I move on too quickly because I'm just so used to, like, okay, moving on to the next. I'm moving on to the next because I am so detached with every single circumstances that's going on in my life. And then like, I just needed to, like, I really need to, like, remind myself every now and then to be like, stop, like, life is a journey. Why don't you just stay present and, like, literally be so in love because you're meant to be in love at this time in the moment. And maybe there will be a heartbreak in the future, maybe it will not, but right now is what matters. Like, what matters is that someone is loving you, you love someone, and you just be together and nourish each other and grow together as a human being to become the best version of yourselves and help each other out because you guys are each other's persons. And that goes along with, like, careers, like, oh, I don't want to be in this place, but it is really good, you know, I don't want to be in this position, but this position kind of, like, you know, like, gives me life, gives me nourishment, give me food and home, a roof on top of my head, above my head. I don't know the analogy, but just stay present. And that helps me to focus too. Number 21, you are the prize. If you haven't heard, Lori Harvey, she is the embodiment of a Capricorn lady. She knows she is the prize, and she walks away when circumstances doesn't serve her anymore. Wow. That is, like, you have to know your value. You have to work on yourself. You're the life of the party. The party doesn't stop when you're not there. So once you know that you're the shite in the good way, which empowers other women and, like, help other women serve God and look forward to, like, great things in life. You're thriving, you're good, you're the main girl, you're the it girl, you're the main character, period. Number 22, finally, make mistakes. Because life is all about learning, and assume things are always gonna go to your way because the good guys always win. The good guy is the main character, and the main character is you. It's your girl Olin, and she is going to make some food, and run some errands, read some books, do some homework. And then tomorrow she's gonna work again at 6 a.m. in the morning and go home and sleep and go to gym and then do all that stuff again. But I'm so thankful that I get to sit down with you guys and talk to you guys again. It's been a while, but I'm super excited to get this video out so you guys can see how thriving and how good I feel right now, because I want you guys to feel like me. I just cannot fathom of how ups and downs my life is. Everybody's life is like that, but I really wanted it to go up and down in the uphill. You know what I mean? Okay, so I love you guys so much, girls and gentle gays. I love you guys. Make yourself feel good, because when you feel good about yourself, other people will treat you good. I love you so much. Bye.